So what is conversational AI, the thing that we're working with? So conversational AI, simply put, is the set of tools and technologies used to facilitate communication between a human and a machine in natural language, because we all know about like coding and developers and engineers, and we are not coders, we're not engineers, we're not developers. As I like to say, and the last time I like coded something was in the age of 12 in like, we had a handcraft, we had like a lesson in school which we traffic lights with yeah, sorry Miri. So I haven't coded forever, but now I can write chatbots because of Cocoa Hub and because of the no-code platform that we have. So the term of conversational AI itself is very fresh. It evolved over the years to encompass all the text, the video, and the voice experiences between a human and a chatbot, or alternately between two chatbots. And the underlying question remains, should a machine be considered human-like strictly based on its ability to imitate human conversation? And that's what I would love to hear your opinion, the participants. Is like when you're talking with a chatbot or you're talking with any kind of a conversational agent, why are you like trying to consider him or her or whatever you want to call it human-like?
It's a great question. I think that I would love to hear some of the opinions from the group here on this question. It really comes down to the history of conversational AI and Alan Turing. And I would recommend everyone who is here and who wants to take this course to read up a bit about Alan Turing, maybe watch the movie The Imitation Game, which was the movie about the World War II Enigma code, and learn about Ray Kurzweil, who's another futurologist and philosopher who talks about the singularity. And the question here, the real fundamental question here is, you're chatting with a chatbot on text, okay? Can the machine truly understand what you're saying just based on the words, the text that you send that machine? And it's a deep question, and I don't expect anyone to be able to answer that now, but think about this question, think about it, and think about what it means to be human-like. Is human-like, does that mean infallible? Do we humans not make mistakes? So we expect our chatbots or robots to be human-like and perfect when we as humans are actually flawed. So there's quite a few questions hiding in this one question, but I don't expect anybody, just think about it. Let it sit there, and maybe tomorrow morning while you're eating breakfast or you're showering, it'll be like, eureka, I figured it out. Come to the course and let me know what you think, because I'm still trying to answer this question.
Ronit, I think, can you elaborate on what you wrote in the chat? Ronit Sandor?
Yeah, hi, can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. The thing is that I don't know, like me and my kids are stuck here all the virus. So one day we got really bored and we decided to set Siri and Alexa and Cortana.
You're on mute.
She left us on a cliffhanger.
Arnit? Yeah.
Oh, Arnit, you left us on a cliffhanger.
Wait.
Yeah. Did I mute myself again? Oops,
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Maybe Siri did it. Yeah.
I did it to myself this time. Anyway, it was really like, it was hilarious because they drove each other off the wall, and we were in the middle of all that, and it was completely crazy. And I can't really recall what exactly they were saying because, you know, it was a couple of months ago. But I remember me and the kids practically rolling on the floor because it was like a thing that started and we never knew what was going to happen next. It was like a self-combusting thing until it got to a point where we said, okay, we're going to stop this because we can't breathe anymore.
Did it make any sense? Did any of it make any sense? Oh, honey, did any of the conversations?
In the beginning it did. In the beginning it did. But then they just lost it and we lost it with them.
And this is you raise a great point here, Olani, because this, I think, is really the crux of it, of what the difference between a chatbot is and what Siri, Alexa, Cortana, what we call digital assistants are. See, what they do great is they have a question to answer system, an FAQ system. And that means that they can answer one question give you an answer, and that's it. They lose context. So you ask the Echo, I'm not going to say her name because she's right here, she'll wake up. Say, you know, what's the weather in Bangkok? She'll give you the weather in Bangkok, but that's not the beginning of a conversation, meaning she loses context after that. She doesn't know where she is, that I just asked her about the weather. So it creates a situation where these are very good, intelligent question answering machines, but they're not very good at conversation. And what we do, and we try to do here, is to create conversation, meaning we would love a situation where the two robots were talking to each other and it was actually coherent. That would be, for us, I think, a huge leap. So thank you for sharing that. That's an awesome story. And if anyone's really interested in seeing an example of this, a few years ago, I made a video called When Alexa Meets Google. And it's a Christmas story, and it's based on the movie When Harry Met Sally. And it's a Google Home talking to an Alexa. And, oh, sorry, I woke her up. Look for it on YouTube. It's funny. And you'll see what Oronit is talking about in that one. Cool. Let's move on.
Oronit,
Okay.
Liat was asking if you remember what was the first question.
Yes. The first question was, could you please tell me the weather today? She started talking about the weather, and then all hell broke loose. Along with us on the way, okay? So this is like not what we're talking about today. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, it's great. This is
It's an amazing
exactly what we're
story.
talking about
Yeah.
today. This
Okay.
is at the heart of it, really, because people think that chatbots, Alexa and Siri and Cortana, sorry, I keep saying your name. I don't mean to say, I'm going to mute you, are virtual assistants. And there's a difference
I'm not sure.
between them and chatbots. And we're going to talk about that. And that we're going to dive deep into that issue during the course. And I think that that's a great place to start.